Hello everyone! Let's hear a story called A Treat for Everyone, written by Carl Baker and published by the Asia Foundation. Audio by Siti Nadira Rais and Teresia Hotma Manurung. Vieta nervously peeked around the corner. She saw three girls laughing together. They each had the same beautiful handmade necklace on. Her heart was pounding in her chest. Vieta hadn't seen kids her age since her family had moved to their new house 3 weeks ago. What could she say to them? Would they talk with her? Or would they make fun of her? When she peeked around the corner again, they were gone. Oh, well, she sighed. It didn't seem like Vieta was going to make any friends during this school break. Dad, can we go home? Vieta said. I don't have any friends here. This is our home, sweetie, Vieta's dad responded. But Aunt Pony will be here soon. Vieta smiled. She always had fun with Aunt Pony. She was a wonderful listener and told great stories from being a barista. Hello, called out a voice. Aunt Pony! Vieta screamed, jumping out to get her. Hello, my sweet Vieta, shouted Aunt Pony. She gave Vieta a big hug and handed her a cup of shaved ice. I brought you a treat to celebrate your new house. The two sat down together, and Aunt Pony asked all sorts of questions about Vieta's new house. Then Aunt Pony asked about her new friend. I don't have any, Vieta responded. That's hard, Aunt Pony said. I'm sorry. Looking down at her finished cup, Vieta said, what if we start a shaved ice shop? Everyone loves shaved ice. People will come from all around. Will you help me? Vieta said with a smile. I'd love to, Aunt Pony said. I think your dad has an old hand crank machine. And we'll need chunks of taro, chia seed, and black jelly for topping, Vieta added. Vieta and Aunt Pony set up a small table in front of the house. Aunt Pony had ordered ice from a friend and was inspecting it very closely. What are you looking at? Asked Vieta, watching Aunt Pony. It's just ice. It is. Aunt Pony sighed and smiled. But the secret to great shaved ice is the ice. Aunt Pony explained that as a barista, she had learned to always pay close attention to the ingredients. If the coffee beans were not fresh, the coffee wouldn't taste as good. Barista also paid attention to how the beans were ground. So, we need good, fresh ice, Vieta said. And we need to make sure we shave it just right. And add only the best topping, Aunt Pony said. That afternoon, Vieta and Aunt Pony laughed and talked while making drinks for a few neighbors that stopped by. But Vieta didn't know what to say to people. Then Vieta noticed that Aunt Pony always had lively conversation with the people who stopped by. She usually started by saying something nice to the person or asking a question. Aunt Pony would listen. And then she would ask another question. Soon, her and the customer would be having a long conversation. It was amazing. Vieta was determined to try.
I like your shirt. It's beautiful, friend. She commented to their next customer. The customer smiled and said thank you. The woman added that her niece made it and that she was quite proud of it. Feta agreed. The woman's niece was very talented and asked if she had made any other shirt. They continued to talk about the woman's niece and the neighborhood. After the woman left, Fieta shared with Aunt Ponlu how nervous she had been to talk with the woman. You were wonderful, Aunt Ponlu reassured her. As a barista, I've learned that people like to share their stories. You might need to start the conversation just like you did, but often people are happy to talk. There are so many different people, observed Vieta, with so many unique stories. That evening, Vieta's dad asked about their day. We met a lot of people, Vieta said proudly, but people didn't stay for very long, and we didn't meet any kids. Then Vieta had an idea. Can we add chairs and tables to our stand? She asked. Maybe we can use the side yard, then people could sit and talk for longer. That's a great idea, said Aunt Pandu. An important part of being a barista is helping to create a community, giving people a comfortable place to meet others and talk. The next day, Fiera and Aunt Ponlu moved the shaped ice stand to the side of the house. They cleared out all boxes and added a couple of chairs and tables. For the next few days, Fiera and Aunt Pondu made shaped ice for the neighborhood during the afternoons. More and more people stopped by, and now they stayed to sit and chat. At the end of the week, Fiera looked up from the stand and saw three girls in line for the cold treat. They each had on the same beautiful handmade necklace. Fiera's heart started pounding again. The girls were amazed and thought Fiera having her own stand was cool. The next day, the girls returned, and they invited Fiera to sit and hang out with them. After that, the girls came every day to hang out and visit with Vera. Soon, more and more kids were stopping by for a cold treat. At the end of the school break, Aunt Polu came back for a visit and went straight to Vera's shop. Barista, she called. Can I have one of your famous shaped eyes? Coming right up, Vera said with a smile. This photo features a beautiful handmade necklace alongside a refreshing set as both crafted by Vera. That's the end of the story. Thank you for listening, and we hope you like it.